Oh yeah, right. I've been asked to do a few video diaries for you. It's just coming into winter. I think it's November the 6th, November the 7th. It's just coming into my favourite time of year. Absolutely love the winter. It's got that real feel about the extra challenge. You know, you've been prepping the lake all year, putting the bait in, been using the ones to squid. Absolutely fantastic year. So the worry about going into the winter and will the fish pick me bait up or not, I haven't got to worry about that. If you know, I know as soon as they see it, they'll pick it up. It's definitely got that thing about it. Got a slightly fruity smell as well. You know, I'm sure it's going to catch me fish through the winter. As in the syndicate I'm on, it's the Mangrove in the middle of Shropshire. Last session, I had a good session last session, but most of my sessions have been cut this year, to be fair. I was fishing on the field swim, literally on the other side of the lake. Cold wind blowing into me. Decided to have a moved over to this peg here, which is a bench. It's on the back of the wind, and the basically after seeing a couple of fish, dropped in here, 3 20-pounders, upper 20, what's it, 27.2 I think it was. Coming into winter, lovely dark fish, absolutely stunner. Oh. Show you the other side when I get it back. I'll tell you what, she's like a block of ice. She obviously don't like my warm arms. How's that? At 3 o'clock this morning. Fantastic. £27. I think them solubles are going to be worth the weight in gold coming into the winter this year. On my last night, frosty night, I had a lovely £37 4 common. Might show you those in a bit actually. So particularly happy this morning. £37 4. Spin around. Beautiful fish. Raining, as you can probably see. There you go. How's that? Beauty. Absolutely well chuffed. So yeah, it's a good start to the winter sessions. Decided to stick with this peg. Really got a nice feeling about the peg. Enjoy fishing it. Comfortable. It's out the way. And it's one of those pegs that doesn't get fished that often, so you know I can pop a bit of bait in and you know keep me spots going. Not that worried if other people fish the peg at all, to be honest, but you know it's good to have some sort of plan going into winter. A couple of pegs, you know, this peg or maybe lightning tree. Just somewhere to keep the bait localised for the fish. Hopefully keep the fish localised as well. Hopefully we'll get to see a few fish later on. Did last night, a bit quiet last night, but it was cold, another frost. Today it's gone mild, overcast. They say it's, you know, from now until the end of the week it's going to be low pressure, low cloud. See if the fish feed, eh? So yeah, it's looking forward to doing a few videos for you. Hopefully a few more fish and see how the winter goes, and you'll see me shivering at some point obviously. But hey, comes with the territory, I suppose. So hopefully I'll see you a bit later and we'll throw in a few tips and bit more about the bait and how I'm applying it, the rigs, You know, maybe even a bit of fish care in the cold. You know, my thoughts on fishing in cold weather. You know, we'll keep it going, and you know, from session to session, month to month. Hopefully, we'll see if we can get some sort of decent video footage for you. So, wish me luck, and I'll see you later. As you can see, the reeds come quite a way out from the bank. One of my rods is down there by the snag tree, end of the reeds, just where that duck's coming out from. That overhanging tree there goes right the way back in, so literally that duck's just coming from underneath it now. That's where one of my rods is. So not too close obviously, I'm fishing that locked up. A few of my better fish come from there, to be honest. So yeah, it's looking good. Got a couple of liners, so hopefully we might be able to get a fish later on. Not seen nothing from that margin just yet, but it's definitely worth keeping my eyes open on that one. Yeah, right then, I thought I'd tell you a bit about the bait I'm using, and more so my thoughts of the bait. You know, it's quite easy. Well, I'm on the monster squid, as obviously you'd find out by now. I think I said it before actually, but you know, it's quite easy to turn up to a lake with say just one size, you know, 15 mils, 16 mils. You know, that's great, it'll catch a fish, but you know, if you want a few extra fish, you know, it's worth, you know, chopping and changing with your sizes, putting out some different sizes, you know, even different colours. That's one good thing with the monster squid. You know, you got the same bait in red and black, so you know, you can do cute little tricks with that as well. If you've been feeding a lot of red, and fish are getting a little bit shy, you know, you can feed the same flavour, and you know, and they blend in better with the bottom, and you can sucker the fish into, you know, staying on the bait for a lot longer through the year. But as it stands at the moment, you know, I haven't really had to drift onto the black, but you know, I've been using the black. It's but I've been using it slightly differently, just mixing it up with the sizes, little 10 millers, and some nice little barrels, tiny little barrels, little 10 millers, little 10 mil black, and then with the 15s, putting a few 15s in, but chopping a few as well. You know, so you got a lot going on with the carp. You know, you tell me how much better does that look than that. You know, it's looks a lot more natural. It's a lot more natural. You know, it's all different sizes. Keeps the fish guessing, and pound for pound, you know, you're going to keep them in the peg for a lot longer with some smaller baits amongst the larger baits. You know, you'll just keep them there a lot longer, because, you know, put it this way, if you have half a kilo of 15 mils, what's that, just over 200 baits, and you know, half a kilo of 10 mils, they're going to be picking up a lot longer on the 10 millers, and staying in your peg for a lot longer than what they will with the 15s. You know, you're a couple of 3 fish in there, they can clean you out in no time at all. But with 10 millers, you'll probably keep them there for you know, another half a night. So swapping, mixing, changing your size baits, you know, it's really worth it. It's you know, it's a massive edge, and to be honest, not not enough people do it. It's really easy to walk into a shop and say, oh, I'll have a bag of 15s, but you know, if you every month just get one bag of 10 millers and split it for every time you go. Take a couple of handfuls with you, you know, each time you go. You know, a kilo or two will last you a long time, you know, especially a few handfuls out of each bag when you go, you know, and it'll catch you a lot more fish. And you know, tiny little trails, you know, there's loads of little things you can do with your bait. But you know, as the winter goes on, like I say winter, you know, I'm wearing my t-shirt. You know, how crazy is that? We had a frost 2 nights ago. So you know, it's definitely worth thinking about. And with the colours as well, you know, if the fish are homing in on the reds, you know, they'll probably disregard the black to start off with, and then once they start finding a few, they'll be hunting and hunting for ages, you know, because it's not something that'll be, you know, in their vision as it was. They've been dorsing around looking for red baits everywhere. You know, you get a few black uns in there, and a couple of fish get onto the black uns, they could be there for days looking for them, a bit like hemp if you like. So keep that in mind. So I've seen a couple more fish actually. I've had to move one of the rods, so I'd pretty much all my eggs in one basket. You know, I do like to fish a spot, an area, but it doesn't seem the fish are drifting in as well as I thought. So I've had to split my rods up a little bit, but not to worry. I've really fancy one tonight. So see if my little baits do a trick. Morning. Right, it's my last morning. I'll be getting off, packing up in a minute, to be honest. But I had a fish last night at 27.8, which you'll get to see in a second. And funny thing was, even though I spread my rods out last night to show him fish, the bite came off my original spot. So you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? But it was definitely worth keeping a rod on the spot after all. But I seriously think the cold weather's just put them down a bit. There's definitely fish in the peg. Well, I've had a couple. Found a bream or two as well. It turned out to be a good session, to be honest. I learnt a bit, and you know, I've done a lot rougher sessions than that. So yeah, it's not a bad start to my winter campaign. So I'll see you next time, and I'll leave you with this fish. Last morning, got myself a lovely mirror to go 27.8, and made up the session, to be honest. A couple of bream last night. I had that 20 pounder early on in the session, really low 20, just dropped it straight back. Kept this one for you to have a look at. Beautiful fish. So it should be out for the camera. How's that? Not a bad way to start it. The video diary. So yeah, not too bad. I think cold weather put them off a touch, and I think the cold weather put them off a little bit. Chilled the water, obviously. First couple of frosts, you know, and then trying to work out how much bait they want. I've got learned a few things this session to go on for next time. So yeah, not a bad little result. Well pleased with that. Beautiful fish. Right then, and hopefully get some more on the bank, or a bit more info to give you. I'll see you next time. Good luck with your winter fishing.